Hello students! In this video, we're going to learn how to solve simultaneous equations in 5 minutes. Let's look at how the simultaneous equations looks like graphically. Supposing I have a line 3x plus 2y equals to 5, and if I'm going to plot this line indicated as the red line on the diagram, so that is one equation. Supposing I have another equation, which is 2x minus 3y equals to 12, which will be indicated by the blue line. You'll see that these two lines will cross each other at a certain point. So these two equations are called simultaneous equations. And the point when both lines cross each other is called the intersection point. And in this example here, the x coordinate is 3, the y coordinate is -2. What it means is that when I substitute x equals to 3 and y equals to -2 to the first equation, you'll see that I'll get 5, which is the value here on the right-hand side. Similarly, if I'm going to substitute x to be 3 into your second equation, you'll see that you'll get 12, which is the value on the right-hand side for the second equation. So this is what we mean by the intersection point. 3, -2 satisfy both equations. Alright, that's another way of finding this intersection point, and that is we can solve these two equations simultaneously using algebra. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to employ the elimination method. Elimination method means if we were to look at both equations, we have two variables, x and y. So elimination method means you will just remove one variable from these two equations. We will just remove one variable so that we can end up having an equation only in one variable, and we can just solve it. So for the first example, I'm going to make the same value for x for both equations. So let's look at 2x in the first equation and then 3x in the second equation. So what is the multiple of 3 and 2? Yes, the multiple of 3 and 2 will be 6. Right, so I'm going to multiply every term in the first equation with 3, so that I would end up to get 6x minus 9y equals 36. And for the second equation, I'm going to multiply every term with 2. So that will give me 6x plus 4y equals 10. So now you see that the 6x and this 6x, we can eliminate it. How do we do it? Now, 6x means plus 6x. So what we're going to do, we're going to call this equation 1. and the second one we're going to call it 2. So to eliminate 6x, you will need to take 6x minus 6x to get 0. That's what it means by eliminating 6x. So we're going to use equation 1 to minus equation 2. Right, so we will have 6x minus 6x, that gives you 0. And then the next term will be your negative 9y. So we will use negative 9y, take away positive 4y. So positive 4y is just 4y. So that is on the left hand side. You're going to do the same with the number on the right hand side. So the number on the right hand side for the first equation will be 36. So I'm going to take 36 to minus 10. So negative 9y minus 4y gives you negative 13y. 36 minus 10 will give you 26. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 13. And you'll see that y is equals to negative 2. Now, after finding y equals to negative 2, we need to substitute this into the original equation, which is your 2x minus 3y equals to 12. Why do I want to do that? Because so that I can find the value for my x coordinate. So I'm going to substitute 3y means 3 times y. So I'm going to substitute y to be negative 2. And from here, you can see that I will have 2x equals to 6. X is equals to 6 divided by 2, 3. So from here, we can see that we will have 3 for the x coordinate, negative 2 for the y coordinate, which is the same value we get if you were to do it graphically. Now let's look at another method. No, the method is still the same. It's called elimination. But what we're going to do is, instead of making 6x the same for both equations, I'm going to eliminate y. So to eliminate y, let's look at this term here. So what is the multiple of 3 and 2? Yes, it's still 6. So what I'm going to do now is going to multiply every term here with 2, so that I can form a new equation, which is 4x minus 6y equals to 24. And for the second equation, multiply every term with 3 to form a new equation, which is 9x plus 6y equals to 15. Okay, so I'm going to call this equation 1 and this equation 2. Right, so I need you to look at it very carefully. You have a negative 6y and a positive 6y. So to eliminate this term, I cannot take equation 1 minus 2. If I take equation 1 minus 2, I'll end up negative 6y minus 6y. So your y is still there. I want to eliminate the 6y. So, and since one is negative, one is positive, I would have to add them. Okay, so when I add them, I would have negative 6y plus 6y, that gives you 0. Leaving only 4x plus 9x and 24 plus 15. So that will give me 13x equals to 39. Divide by 13 on both sides. I would have x equals to 3. Similarly, I still have to find the y coordinate. So I'm going to substitute x equals to 3 into the original equation, which is 2x minus 3y equals to 12. So that will give me 6 minus 3y equals to 12. Negative 6y equals to 12 minus 6 will be 6 divided by both sides with negative 2. you will get 6 divided by negative 2 gives you 6 divided by negative 3, sorry, gives you negative 2. So the answer you get will be 3 comma negative 2, which is the same answer as what we have found using graphically, also using if we eliminate 6x. Right, so with this knowledge that we've learned, let's try to do this equation. So let me give you a hint. You can eliminate y. So to eliminate y, you just multiply by 2 throughout, so that you have 4y here and 4y here. And so this is positive 4y, positive 4y. So you have to use equation 1 minus 2. You have to minus them to get rid of your 4y. Or if you want to eliminate x, then the multiple of 3 and 5 will be 15. So you will have to multiply this by 5. Then the second equation multiplied by 3, which you may not want to do it because then the number will be more difficult to manage. Then the first example, where you can just, all you need to do just multiply with 2 and 2 and 2 so that you can get 4y to eliminate with this 4y in the second equation. So you don't have to do anything to the second equation. But as a practice, you can try to eliminate y, also try to eliminate x, and you would still get the same answer, which is x equals to 8, y equals to 6. So do try.